Tara and Frank are with me today, working on a marionette show they're planning to give for the kids in our neighborhood. Tara's working on a sign for the show, and Frank's been busy untangling the strings on his main character, the ogre. Is he workable yet, Frank?
Yeah, almost.
Okay, let's test him.
Okay.
Can he move his legs? Oh, yes. Can he nod his head? Yes, he does. What about his arm? Can he move the arm with a club in it so he could clout someone on the head?
Well, this ring.
No?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Oh, that's too bad. And he can't be an ogre without being able to do that.
Yeah.
Why don't you fix him?
Okay.
Okay, fine. Well, I guess you know now what makes the ogre move. What is it? Strings, that's right. What about you? What makes you move? Do you have strings on you? Then what do you have inside that moves your skeleton and lets you move your arms and legs? I'll give you a hint. Has anyone ever said to you, "You sit still and don't move a muscle"? Right. You have muscles inside your body, and that's what makes you move your bones around. Without your muscles, you wouldn't be able to move your bones any more than the ogre could move his arms and legs without his strings. Here's another question for you. Have you heard anyone say, "That man is all muscle"? Have you? Some people do have larger and thicker muscles than others. That's because they exercise their muscles a lot. But is anyone really all muscle or all fat? Nah, some people do have more fat on their bodies than others. But no one is really all fat or all muscle, because under our skins, we all have the same number of bones and muscles in our bodies. Do you remember Mr. Bones? He's only a skeleton with no fat or muscle on his frame, but he has the same number of bones in his body as you have in yours. You have over 200 bones in your body. Did you know you have 600 muscles to move them? Well, you have. I wonder, can you see your muscles move? Can you feel your muscles move? Let's find out. Do this. Close your fist tightly and make a muscle. Can you see something move here in your own arm? Can you feel something move? Put your hand upon your arm. Do it again. All right, and once more. So you can see and feel muscles moving inside your own body. Other animals have muscles inside their bodies too. Look at these wildebeest running with every muscle they've got. And the ostriches, which muscles do you think they're using the most? That's right, their legs. And these animals must have, they need muscles in order to get away from dangers. And I think you recognize him. Look at the muscles rippling under the zebra's skin. Now you've seen a lot of muscles. Well, how do they work? I can show you an animal that can move by itself in almost the same way that each of your muscles moves. Are you in here? I've got you. Can you guess? Just a plain old earthworm. But look at him move. Watch now. Watch how he bunches up in one place and then lengthens out. Now watch right here. He'll bunch up. Wait a minute. He bunches up and then he relaxes. He lengthens out. The earthworm moves by bunching up and then relaxing. That's when he lengthens out. This bunching up movement is called contracting. And this is what each of your muscles does too, every time it moves. But for you, just having muscles that contract isn't enough. To move you, the muscles have to be attached to something. And I think by now you know what that is. What is it? Bones. Yes. Say, have you ever looked at a turkey wing before it was cooked for dinner? Raise your hands if you have. Good. Hands down. Well, that is what it looks like. Have you ever wondered, what do the muscles look like inside? And how are they attached to the bone? Well, I have another turkey wing here with the skin taken away. Watch while I move it. See? Now, do you see anything moving or changing shape? That is a muscle right there. Now, this muscle is attached to this bone over here. How do you think it's attached? Oh, let's follow it. Here's the muscle, the fatter part, and it thins out into, oh, do you see this? It's a thick white band or cord that attaches the muscle to the bone over here that it moves. These thick white cords are called tendons. You have tendons in your own body, tendons that you can see moving. Watch. Wiggle your fingers. That's it. And keep wiggling your fingers and pretend you're playing the piano. Okay. Do you see those cords moving in the back of your hand? Feel the move. If you could see under your skin, you would see that those cords look like the white cords that we saw in the turkey wing because they're tendons. You have many, many tendons and muscles all over your body. You have big ones and small ones, tiny ones, all over your framework. Now let's take a look at some of the more important muscles and tendons in your body. Everybody up. Everybody stand up while I go get some more help. Tara and Frank, would you mind stopping what you're doing just for a minute and coming over here and helping me? Good, okay. Well, where shall we begin? Let's begin with our foot. Tara, would you mind taking off your shoe? All right. And now everybody do this. Press your heel against the floor and move your toes up and down, just as if you were pushing on a pedal. That's it. Good. Now, press with your fingers at the back of your heel. Really pinch hard. Do you feel that thick cord moving inside? What do you think it is? It's a tendon, that's right. It's the tendon that attaches your leg muscle to the bones in your foot. All right, keep pedaling. And run your hand further up your leg and press again. Now, do you feel something moving inside? Contracting and relaxing, contracting and relaxing. What do you think it is? Right, it's your leg muscle or leg muscles. Now, run your hand a little further up, and this time press on both sides of your knee. Do you feel two thick cords inside? You do? Well, I think by now you know what they are. Tendons, yes. They are tendons that attach muscles in your legs to the bones in your legs. Good. Where shall we look for muscles to feel next? Good idea, Frank. Okay, in your chest. Everybody, put your hands on your chest and press hard. Now, take a deep breath and take another. Do you feel your chest move? Your rib cage moves every time you breathe, doesn't it? Well, do you think that you need muscles in your chest in order to breathe? You bet you do. What about your head? Do you need muscles in there? Do I need muscles in my face in order to talk to you? Yes, I do. And to thank Tara and Frank very much, if you want to, you can go back and finish working on the marionettes, and you may sit down. Okay? Where were we? Oh, on the face. Put your hands here and press hard while you bite down. Bite again. And again. Do you feel those tough, strong muscles in your face moving your jawbone? Good. What about your eyes? Do you need muscles to move them? Can you wink? Can you blink? Let's see you do it. Let's see you wrinkle up your nose. And do you need face muscles to do this? To lift your eyebrows? What about your ears? Oh, can you do this? Watch. Can you wiggle your ears? Well, you may not be able to, but don't worry about it because it's really nothing very special to be able to do. But it does go to show that there are muscles in your body that you have to learn how to use. As a matter of fact, did you know that there was a time when you couldn't even walk? Surprised? It was when you were a baby. Your balance at first wasn't really very good. But you were determined to learn how, so you went on waddling and toddling and falling. But you kept trying. And then you had to learn how to run until most of you, boys and girls, can run just as well as 6-year-old Philip because you've trained your muscles in how to run. You know, you also have to learn how to use the smaller muscles in your body, too. Here's an interesting thing you should do sometime. Get out some of your old school papers and take a look at how you wrote your name when you first learned how. This is how Kathy wrote hers. Do you see how the letters don't quite meet on the lines? Her Y is not very good. The letters go this way and that. Now, this is the way she writes it now. Which is better, the first or the second? The second one, yes, of course, because Kathy has been working hard, telling the muscles in her hand exactly what it is she wants them to do. But you know, she has other muscles in her body that she doesn't have to think about. She has some muscles that just work or move by themselves. One of the most important ones is the one right here. If you're very, very quiet, maybe you can feel your own heart beating. Your heart is an amazing muscle that isn't attached to any bone, and it just goes on working, letting blood in and squeezing it out, pumping like that, day and night, whether you're asleep or awake. And it does this all your life. My goodness, we've learned many things today, about all the good things that your muscles do for you, but they do need help. Next time, we'll talk about what you can do for your muscles, okay?
All About You is a project of the Agency for Instructional Television.